you want to be better. You want to be a better coach. You want to be a better player. You want to be a better judo parent to your child. You want to be more informed about the sport, the art. You want to be more informed about winning at judo. You want to understand the innards of the process of being successful, of how to navigate the landscape of a judo match and create a circumstance and a situation where you can come out with a win. And even if you don't come out with a win, you'll know what you need to do so you don't have to experience many losses. I'm Rod D. Ferguson. I'm a 2004 Olympian and a 4-time national judo champion. I've also had the privilege and pleasure of being the only U.S. Olympian to hold an international coaching assignment. In 2009, I served as the head coach for the Cadet World Championships and the head coach for the World Championships. In 2018, I served as the assistant coach for the Junior World Championships, and this was for the Bahamas Judo Federation. I've been coaching and consulting for the Bahamian Judo Federation for the last 10 years. No one else in the United States has held such a distinction, and no one else in the United States has held an international coaching assignment. I sit alone in that particular space, and that doesn't make me better than any of the other coaches. It just provides me with a plethora of experiences that have kept me dialed in and in tune with what goes on, not only locally and nationally, but also on the international landscape when it comes to techniques, tactics, and strategy. Right now, I would like to walk you through the process of the anatomy of a judo match. And we have to start with understanding the landscape of the judo match, understanding what we call the virtual landscape of the judo match. I remember when I was competing, man, the matches were 5 minutes, and it was very difficult for me to wrap my mind or my head around competing and staying focused for 5 minutes. Not only that, I used to be, in the beginning, just afraid of fighting a 5-minute match, because at the 100 kilogram weight class, fighting for 5 minutes over and over and over again was like taking a hammer and hitting yourself in the toes. I mean, a 5-minute match was brutal against another 100 kilogram player who was, almost as strong as you are, or stronger in some cases. It was something I didn't look forward to in the beginning, early in my career. It's something that I had to learn how to deal with. And after getting a strength and conditioning coach, my strength and conditioning coach was Juan Carlos Santana out of the Institute of Human Performance in Boca Raton, Florida. And he told me, he says, man, this judo thing is simple. He said, stop trying to fight 5 minutes. He said, all you need to do is give me a 20-second blast. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 times. He said, can you give me 15 20-second blasts? I said, yes, of course I can. He said, well, what we're going to do is we're going to train you for 20 seconds on, 1 minute off, 20 seconds on, 40 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and then 20 seconds on, and then 7 seconds off. Once I got to the point where I could do 15 20-second blasts with 7 seconds off, even though it hurt, I was ready to fight, because I can do that, recover for 10 minutes, and then do it again, and then recover for 10 minutes and do it again. And once I understood what a judo match was, I was able to then compete, because I couldn't compete because I couldn't wrap my mind around 5 minutes. Now the rules are 4 minutes. So it's really just 3, 6, 9, 12 20-second blasts. If you understand that a judo match is chronological landscape that you have to divvy up and digest, it becomes a lot easier to play those matches. Once you understand that, then you understand the attacking minimums and maximums in a match. Usually at the heavier weight classes, they attack once or twice every minute. So the minimum you'll attack in a 4-minute match is 1, 2, 3, 4 times. The maximum you'll attack is 12 times. The rest of that stuff the rest of the time is used for defending, doing newaza, and a little bit of locomotion, and more importantly, grip fighting. You can even extend that minimum if you choose or are willing to accept a Shido. If you're willing to accept 1 or 2 penalties, you can even attack less. You can grip fight, and really wear your opponent down, and then push the pace a little bit later on in the match with the hopes that they'll be worn down enough for you to either throw them for ippon or score, beat them on the ground in newaza, or give them back the same amount of penalties that you have.